Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Tarot Noir. I'm your intuitive tarot reader, Tarot D, and we are here for another video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you click on those notifications so you'll always be updated when the new video drops. How is everyone doing? I hope everybody is doing well today. I see a lot of people getting ready for the holidays. Today's topic will be an updated reading on Jennie and Jeezy. Okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is all gonna be an upside down reading. Stuff done flipped all the way around. Okay, if you have not been on YouTube, Instagram, and you have not been keeping up with the story, let me kind of update you and brief you on the Jennie and Jeezy situation. We've already done a reading on this channel before. This is going to be the updated reading for that situation. Okay. Last night I was watching Storm Monroe. I believe he dropped the video yesterday. Storm Monroe, shout out to you. Apparently Jennie is alleging that Jeezy cheated on her. Okay. And see, we already starting on a bad note right now. Okay. We're already starting on a bad note. Okay. He earlier this year, or a couple months ago, I want to say, it was stated that Jeezy has went and filed for a lawsuit, not a lawsuit, for a divorce away from Jennie and it came out of nowhere. Apparently, Jennie was not expecting this. Nobody was really expecting this. He kind of, I think, they released a book and went to Vietnam, and this came out of nowhere. You know, for the public eye, per the public eye, a lot of people did not see this coming. And that's the thing about Instagram and all of that, is that people, you may think that pictures tell a lot of stories, okay? And you would have never seen this coming because of the pictures and the vacations and the social media stuff, and it came out of the blue. Well, now Jennie is alleging that there was infidelity, and I believe that affects their prenup. Okay, it was kind of like the fine print in their marital, their marriage and their agreement. So she's saying that Jeezy may have cheated on her, and she has proof, obviously. Okay. Allegedly, Jeezy cheated on Jennie but we're gonna ask the cards today and see exactly if that's the case. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the reading. Jennie and Jeezy, updated reading. All right. Okay, we have the Fool card. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay, and then we have the Tower card. Oh, we're gonna have a conversation today. Okay. Okay, so we have the Fool card. Excuse me. You see the guy walking towards the deck, towards the edge of the cliff with the dog, very carelessly, not paying attention, just taking a leap of faith here. Okay, I believe this energy is on the Jennie side of things. I think she feels foolish. Okay, I believe that she feels foolish. I think she feels like she jumped into this And I'm a fool for doing this. I should have never did this. I should have never did this. Also, I feel like it's coming from Jeezy's side as well. Um, it almost gives me that maybe Jennie didn't know exactly what she was getting herself into. A fool for love or a fool of love. You've heard that song before. Um, this is out of, for me, not because he's African American, but because of where she, got her start from. I really feel like Jeezy is not one of the guys that she would have normally dated. Okay. Um, I think it was just one of those love at first sight attractions, but it just doesn't seem like this is somebody that she would normally, this is normally what we would have seen Jennie, whom we would have seen Jennie with. I think she feels very foolish. Um, just the way it happened, the way he filed for divorce and behind the scene, it just came out of nowhere. It's the mistake that you know what I'm saying, everyone makes that one mistake, like, oh, I knew better, I should have never did it. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of guilt and regret, like, oh, I was so foolish to do this, I knew, you know. I It comes from both sides. I feel, though, I feel like Jeezy has some things that he feels foolish about too. Okay, so I'm gonna put this as the middle because I think they both feel foolish at this point. But I also feel like that divorce decree, or that little piece of evidence that if there was any infidelity that was found, he would have to pay up. I think he didn't see that either. And I also feel like this is coming from him too, because, like, to me, the way that the cards are laid out, I feel like he had this situation kind of pre-planned, and he feel foolish because there's a spot in that contract that he did not see. Okay, I really do feel that way. Okay, and to follow up with that, we have the Knight of Wands. As you see, as we just discussed here, we got the man, the knight. His horse is in an uproar, and it's moving fast, and they're moving very quickly. Okay, and he's holding his material stick, which is the wand suit. Okay, you see the black and gold. Okay, a knight, highly decorated. You know, his career. This is Jeezy. He rushed this divorce very quickly behind material wealth, materialistic things. That's why he rushed it. Okay, very much in an uproar. I feel like very much hot-headed too. I think that there's a side of Jeezy that we don't see as well, that he could be very temperamental. Okay, um him being a knight, him being, into the music industry, that plays a role too. But as you see, he's running in a dry desert. um he rushed for this situation to happen. He rushed, running away. He's running the opposite direction. Okay, running away very quickly. But what was it? What was it that pushed you away from Jennie, Jeezy? And why were you in such a rush? I just feel like there's something underlining and something behind that on the rushful part. Something happened there, okay? So I'm going to put this up here. That's definitely Jeezy right there. The Tower card, okay? We have the Tower card. The two people falling out of the tower. The tower is struck. Tower can also represent shake-up and sudden chaos, a shake-up of things, a mix-up of things. This little contract, little fine print has affected the plan. Jeezy had a plan. He had it all mapped out. And then this drops, okay? Infidelity. through it. It shook up his initial plan. As you see, the crown, the top of the tower has fallen over. To me, it gives me karmic backlash for what has happened. um no, you're not gonna get to run away from the situation, Jeezy, without any type of conflict or karmic backlash. Just because of how you handled the situation was very dirty. Okay, so the karmic backlash is very heavy on you right now. Okay, because you did not see that fine print. You thought you got away. Okay, you are fooled and it's coming down. But I also feel, as you see at the bottom of the tower, there's little drawings that look like water. So I feel like there's something underneath. It's something beyond infidelity. It's something beyond that. For someone to rush into a divorce the way he was rushing is something else behind. There's something shaking up that foundation. It's something other than the fidelity that made him run like a bat out of hell. Okay? And I'm not saying it's on her part or his part. It's something there, though. There is something there other than that. What was said? What was done? What did you experience, Jeezy, to make you run so fast like this? You know, were you that shook? Like, what happened there? Okay? It's coming down, folks. It's coming down. Okay, let's go to the housewife deck, tarot deck. All right. Yeah, I know that she was married to someone else too. And then when she married Jeezy, she didn't want to have kids with the other dude. And he came out and trash talked her too. It's something that's there, though. It's something that's there. There must be. It has to be something. I don't know what it is, but it has to be something. Because normally people just don't run like that. You know what I mean? You know, and then for the first guy to just come out and attack her the way that he did. You know, I thought they were a happy family, you know. They have a beautiful kid together. And that's who's going to suffer from this the most. Okay. And then my thing is, Jennie Ma, if you suspected infidelity, you know, when you've done, you know, your interviews on, you know, the other shows. I think you went on Sherry Shepherd, and I think you went on another show too. There was no mention of that. I mean, this, maybe she knew the whole time and was just trying to stick it out for her family, and that does typically happen, you know. But the way that this came out yesterday, and she just seems to be outspoken too, so I just don't know why she would hold on to something like this. And they try to portray her in the media as if she's some, you know, man eater, that she's, you know, some woman obsessed control freak. That's how they depict her in the media. So we have the Hierophant, okay? The King of Wands, okay? The wand suit is present today. Very present. 9 of Pentacles, okay? Okay, we have the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card to me stands for the order of things, ordained religion. As you see in this deck, it's a radio back in the 1950s. This is what we knew to be true. There was no internet. There were barely TVs. So radio was the way of how social media and how we would know things in the present, in that time, in that era. So to me, this represents maybe some religious beliefs, maybe some order of things, order of the household, discipline, structure. Back then, if they heard it on the radio, they knew it to be true. Okay, so I feel like this Hierophant card is just telling us that structure, discipline, that family structure dynamic, it was very important in this relationship and in this marriage, and it could be the reason on why the situation started turning left. It could be a fight between man and woman, who has the upper hand in the relationship. It could be, okay, I'm the man of the household, you do as I say, or you follow this. And she has brought up, Jennie Ma has brought up that she likes to serve her man, serve this, like be a submissive wife. And that is the natural order of things in a traditional marriage. Okay? Not today, 2023. We're talking about traditional marriage. So this may be the reason why the problem started, okay? Fight over power, control, the money, the family dynamic, who's head of household. That plays a major part in the situation, okay? We have the King of Wands. The King of Wands, the King of Wands, the King of Wands. Okay? Jeezy has stated that he doesn't cheat, okay, in the media and in certain interviews. This card gives me, because the King of Wands is a fire card, okay? Fire, earth card. This particular king can be very crafty and very temperamental. Okay, they say what's on their mind. As you see, he's kind of leaned back in the chair. He has the wrench in his hand. Jeezy is a rapper. Okay, so he's good at his craft and he's good at what he does. Okay, he is the king of his art. Just put it that way. I feel like this is a twist between his artistry. I think that may have came into play in his relationship, because since he's been with her, he really hasn't put out an album. He just released an album, okay? And I predicted that in the other reading. He just released the album, or he's about to release the album. I know he released something. He released a CD, or not CD, oh my gosh, I'm so old. He released a track record, and maybe the image of his career and the person that you expect a rapper to be, that can affect who he is. Maybe when he married Jennie Ma, it came with, hey, I need to tone down who I am, and maybe he felt like he lost a piece of himself and a piece of his craftsmanship. He kind of like put that to the side for his family, okay? And maybe it was something that was debatable, because she is of Asian descent, and I know something was placed in the blocks between her and her mother. Her mother is very strict, so maybe he was forced to kind of like tone it down in his creative space. And I think that over time, when you're suppressed like that, you have the urge to kind of get back out there. And I think that this card signifies him just getting back into his craft, okay, focusing on his career again, getting back in the studio, rapping, but also being so creative to set this whole little situation up with his divorce. And maybe he was tired of the situation, but Also, King of Wands, you are not innocent. Okay, King of Wands is very fiery, very temperamental. There may be some things that may be coming out about his personal emotional state. Okay, Jennie may start talking to us about the other side of Jeezy. So I think this is a balance between his career, his reputation, and the fact that he has this image. But there are some things behind the scenes. There's always a dark side to the King of Wands, okay? So this is definitely significant here. We have next the Nine of Pentacles, okay? The Money card, okay? The Money card. This is Jennie Ma. I'm telling you, this is Jennie Ma. This imagery is so on point with this situation, and I'm going to tell you why. She made a clause in that contract, in that prenuptial agreement, okay? As you see here, the Nine of Pentacles represents abundance, materialistic needs, wealthy lifestyle, luxury lifestyle, having everything, hands to foot, money, just straight. Your whole garden is money. You live a luxurious life when you are in the Nine of Pentacles presence, okay? But in this card, it shows the lady being a dishwasher back in the 50s. Having a dishwasher was a high-tech thing, okay? It's just like having, some major, electronic, okay? That's major, like iPhone or something like that, like the newest iPhone. Well, dishwashers wash dirty dishes, okay? And she did say, like I said, she is submissive, right? But she's holding the pentacle in her hand, and she has all the pentacles in her dishwasher. But she knows all the dirt too. She's a dishwasher. She knows all the secrets, the dirt, and stuff like that. To me, this gives me that you're going to pay me for my pain. That's what this gives me. I have all of your dirty dishes in my dishwasher, okay? I hold your secrets, okay? So I really truly feel that she's smart. She made a smart move. She will get her side of the divorce, okay? She will get paid, okay? It will rule in her favor monetarily. You either pay me or else. I air out all your dirt. I washed all your dirty dishes. I washed all your dirty laundry, your dirty clothes. I know all of your secrets, Jeezy. Don't push it. But that's why he feel foolish. He didn't read the card. He was rushing. He rushed himself out of the situation. Okay? And he did not read that fine print. Very smart move, Jennie Ma. Very smart move. Yeah, it's going to go in her favor on that one. Okay? So, let's go to Lover's Oracle. Okay? What are the thoughts here? This is a very, like I said, very unfortunate situation. Nobody wants to see anybody really break up unless it's toxic. And this came out of nowhere. But I'm still saying, and I'm still standing on, there is an underlying issue that bothered Jeezy to the point to where he felt like he had to rush out of there. Something bothered him. Something that was said. Something triggered him. Something happened and it triggered him to the point to where he ran off. He's running off. And he's basically, just taking off. There's something there. There is something there. Okay. Okay. Jennie Ma and Jeezy. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? And what are you running from, Jeezy? Like, what is it? Emotions overwhelm me. Oh, wow. Okay. It hurts so much. Okay. I want to be different. I am the man. Okay. This is what we got here. Okay. Emotions overwhelm me. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Some people cannot take an overwhelm of emotions. Okay? It triggers them. Okay? Some people are introverts, some people are outrovert. This makes sense for a person who has mental issues. Okay? This makes sense. Okay? It can be triggering. It's something about Jeezy's childhood with emotions that trigger him. Okay? It's something, something connecting his childhood with seeing emotions that trigger him to the point where he just can't be around it. Okay? I think there's some deep, darker issues with Jeezy that maybe is in his book. I have not read his book yet. Maybe he talks about that. I know he did do an interview and say that that he goes through a lot of mental situations and that he was going through therapy, but something traumatic happened for somebody to run like that. That's a trauma PTSD type of situation. I got to get out of here. I got to protect my mind. I got to protect myself. This is triggering to me. Something of that nature triggered him. Okay? Doesn't make it right for him to run and do what he did? No, it doesn't. But it can make sense if the person mentally cannot take someone being too emotional. Okay? Jennie Ma behind the scenes may be too emotional. Too much. Overdoing it. Okay? That could be the basis of the problem. After so long, you just like, look, you know what? I got to get out of here. I can understand that. And maybe she has some mental trauma that she's not willing to admit to herself. Okay? Because the next card is, I want to be different. To me, I feel like this energy is pertaining to Jennie Ma. It could be the fact that she knows she can be too much at times. She knows she can be overreactive sometimes. But she hasn't took the steps, the necessary steps to move forward and progress. Okay? So, I want to be different could be Jennie Ma saying like, I want to change. This is it's a personality situation for me. That's what I'm feeling. A mental personality conflict. She might be too much beyond the scenes. Behind the scenes, she may be a force reckoned with. Okay? Okay? The third card, it hurts so much. We know who this is referring to. We know that this is Jennie Ma. Okay? This is Jennie. It hurts so much. She really does or really did love Jeezy. Okay? She was flaunting him around. Like they do the fashion. And she went into high fashion. Like, that's a lot of stress because every look got to be right. So everything is such a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, like I said, I think it's a mental personality conflict. He can't deal with the too much. He can't deal with it. And I think she might be a little bit too much behind the scenes. Him running off to go file divorce papers, of course it's gonna hurt. Okay? I don't even think that this was something that they talked about. I think, Jeezy was like, you know what? I can't do it, and I don't even want to talk about it. I just don't even want to talk about it, because if we talk about it, we can't get anywhere. I've seen situations like that where people just can't talk anymore. You know what I mean? Where people can't just really just sit down. Just the thought of trying to work it out with the person and get into the solution of the problem can be a bit much. And then you get to the point where you're like, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it at all. I'm just done. And I think this is what happened. I think Jeezy was just done with it. I think behind the scenes, there's some too much emotion. It's too much. I just keep feeling like too much. You just doing too much. That's what I feel. Like it's just suffocating at this point. I'm running outside. There's no water. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. That's what that car says. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. I can't take this no more. This is the mindset and the energy that I feel for Jeezy. Yes, she's very hurt that he ran off for the divorce decree, okay? Last card. A lot of people have been speculating this in the media that Jennie Ma is a control freak, okay? Even though she said she want to submit to her man. Last card of the Lover's Oracle is I am the man, which goes into this card, the Hierophant, the structure of family. Some people feel like the man should be the head of the household at all times. Doesn't matter if the woman is smarter than he is or not. Some people have 50-50 relationships, and some people have women that run the relationship and the man is more of the submissive one. In 2023, there's many structures of relationships. It's no longer I am the man all the time. But I do believe this. The man in a relationship. The man in a relationship, or the person who's identifying as male, okay, should be able to still be masculine in their relationship, in their marriage. Okay? I do not believe that because you're with someone, it's okay to demasculate a man. Or a male identifying man, or whatever you want to call it, the male entity of the relationship. I don't believe in demasculating men. I don't believe in that either. Okay? And maybe he felt demasculated and he just has not talked about it yet. Okay? But it's a very firm statement. I am the man. Let me show you who I am. Okay? But he was rushing so fast to file it, he skipped over the minor details, and now we got another situation where you possibly may have to pay Jennie Ma. Did you cheat? I don't see another love interest so far, but let's pull some more cards. We're going to go to the other oracle deck and see if there's some love interest. I don't see a love interest though. I don't see it. Apparently she has some information, but I don't see it. I really feel like this is something that this is a male female balance, who's in charge situation, and someone just got tired of it. And then I see the king over here. I just feel like, yeah, his masculinity was probably in question. Like, she probably, I got to be careful on how I say this. For someone to run the way he did, it must be pretty extreme. Wow. Let's see if we can get any other clues. Was Jeezy cheating on her? I don't see that though. I really don't see that. Wow. I was shuffling the deck and look what the bottom card is. Control tactics. Okay? I strongly now believe this is for entertainment purposes only. This has a lot to do on who is the boss in the house. See if we can get any more clues on this. It must have been bad though. For him to the way, I you know, it's one of those things like I gotta go right now. I gotta go right now before I do something. That's what kind of running I'm feeling between Jeezy and Jennie Ma. Wow. I would never thought that. I would have never thought that. But let's pull. Rejection, loss, fragmented. That's Jennie. Forming structure, solid foundation. Here we go again. Here we go again. This is about their family structure. This is about who's the boss, who's the man. This was a control situation. This had nothing to do with a love interest. Unless, I mean, where is the love interest? Where's she at? I don't see her. I don't see her. Sun, strength, empowerment, okay? Transcendence, unity. Cycles, change, completion. Okay. Receive, open, okay. So I'm going to put this right here. We got a lot of different elements here, okay? Let's go to rejection, loss, fragmented. This is Jennie Ma. This is how she feels. She is just broken behind the divorce, okay? She is just broken. She's fragmented. She's lost. She really, really loved him. Like I said, she really loves Jeezy. This is a tough one for her. She feels like she lost half of herself, okay? All right. And then we went over here to forming structure, solid foundation. Okay. I am the man in the house. Control, 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 control. Okay. Control. This makes sense. Sun, strength, empowerment. I feel like Jennie Ma will have the upper hand in this divorce decree. Okay. This is all about women empowerment for her, having the strength to move forward. The sun is an absolute victory card. As you see, it is a woman holding the sun up. Okay, she's going toe to toe with him. She's hurt, but she's going toe to toe. She will win this situation. She will win. She will win. She has the power. She holds the power. That little piece of that divorce decree, that little, oh, if you cheated, if you did this, you have to pay. That's what got him. That's what got him. Okay. Transcendence and unity. Okay. I really feel like she felt like they were a family unit. They were one. That's why she feels so rejected, lost, and fragmented now. Like I said, the love was real here. The love was real here. Jennie Ma loved Jeezy, and she wanted her family to work. Okay? She wanted her family to work. All right? Cycles change, completion. Things have changed. She has changed. And look at the face, though. All the makeup is washed away. For me, I strongly feel that there's another side to Jennie, too. Okay? I also feel like this could go into Jeezy's way. Like, I want change. I can't live like this anymore. I can't live like this. I need to change. I feel incomplete. I need to get back to music. I need to complete my album. I need to go through my changes as well. I can't live like this. Okay? There is an underlying issue about control here. Who's the man? Who's the woman? Okay? Okay? She will survive this transcendence. She will survive this divorce. But this was a smart move, and she did get him. Okay? Receive and open. Okay? Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. We got some other cards that want to show themselves today. We got toxicity bound patterns. Toxicity bound patterns. Somebody is toxic here. Look at the chain. Somebody's toxic here. Somebody don't want to be bound and they raced out of there. This is a pattern. This has happened before. The controlling self aspect. It could be on both sides. They could be trying to control each other. Okay? There's some dark stuff happening here. Detachment and cold. This could be Jeezy, because the way that he filed that divorce, the quickness, how he ran to the courtroom and got this done to the public, as a viewer, as a fan, when I'm looking at this and it came across the screen. I remember the first time I seen it, I was like, this is probably the coldest thing you could possibly do. That was my exact words to myself, is that that's a cold way of ending something. To the public, it seemed that Jeezy was detached and cold. Okay? Toxic patterns and bound and bondage. What was going on behind this scene? Power struggle. This is what I believe. This is my interpretation of these cards. So I'm going to close it out with this. I strongly believe that Jennie Ma and Jeezy had some power control issues. Somebody always want to be telling somebody else what to do. They wanted to control each other. But I do feel in due time that there will be more information coming out on this divorce. Okay? I hope they release some of the stuff to the public, because I really would like to see if we're right on this. He's fighting, I am the man. She feels hurt and lost. You know, but she says that he may have, or she got proof that he cheated on her. In these cards, I don't see another woman in the situation, another person in the situation. So is it true? That's another question. We won't know, folks, until more information is dropped out on the blogs. We will stay tuned to the story. This was wow. Okay, this was a wow one. I don't know. This is going to be a story that's going to be worth paying attention to, you guys. We'll just have to stay tuned on Tarot Noir and see what the updates will be. We'll be tracking this story. So thank you, you guys. That was the reading for Jennie Ma and Jeezy, updated love reading. Make sure you stay tuned to subscribe, watch, comment. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Turn on the notification bell so you can see my next video when I'm dropping. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, and you guys have a wonderful night. Bye bye.